start off by saying if your horse doesn't listen to you on the ground, do not teach the rear. If you're not willing to correct your horse for rearing without them, when you're not asking them to rear, don't teach the rear. If your horse is already rearing up on you and you can't control them when they're rearing, they're doing out of frustration, anger, or fear, then don't teach this. It's just going to make the situation way worse. Reward your horse with, you're going to need, whether that be breaks, treats, it can be lovin's, scotches, things like that. Because I learned the hard way with Rose and Skyla that if I get them super sensitive before they're broke, but when you get on them and you fix your reins, if your cue is to go up with your arm, they think that's their cue, and that's how you end up hurt. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out what makes your horse's head rise. That's going to be your first cue. Is it my arms going up? Yes, it is, because that's what she's been taught, so she gets a treat. Some horses are not that easy. Some horses you can go rah, right above their face. Right now she's only raising her head because we've been working on the rear cue for a couple of days. So she's been taught when my arms go up, your head goes up. But if you have to kind of tap them here or do that, anything that kind of makes, she's getting ready for it. Anything that makes their head go up is what you're going to start off with. And I learned the hard way with her a couple of days ago that you really need to reward every single baby step or you're not getting anywhere. The minute I calmed down and realized we weren't getting anywhere and I went back and rewarded everything, she got it perfectly. So once you got their head going up and you rewarded them and they're getting really, really good at it, like she is, where I raise my arms up and she lifts her head. Notice she only lifts her head when both arms go up. That's a specific cue, so she's not super sensitive to it. The next thing you're going to do, all horses should know how to do this. If they know groundwork, they should know how to pick up their feet. So something you can do is, there's two ways I did this. You can tap their leg, and that slightest little movement there. What I was stating here is that when I tap her leg and she lifts it, even if she barely lifted it, if she struck it out, kicked it, jammed it up in the air and slammed it back down, I would reward any movement. The other thing you can do is lead them forward and tap that leg, and them stepping forward, obviously, because you're leading them, you're going to reward. Practice there and see how I'm tapping her withers and her head's going up. She's getting ready to rear. Good girl. So the next thing that I would do is put two in. So here Kamani reared up without me asking, so I'm just showing you how I'd correct it. My audio cut out, so I'd just back her up and make her hustle her feet any type of way. Ask it, and I corrected her. Now, some people will say, well, you initiated. Yes, I initiated, but did I ask? No. Perfect example. Now, you're going to put two and two together. And what you're going to do is put your arms up or whatever your cue is. Wait, I'm not asking you yet. Back her up for a second. I'm going to go back into sensitize. There. And you're going to put two and two together. Obviously, it does not start off like that. It starts off with them raising their head and maybe backing up. You would reward that. It might start out of them kicking and pawing at you. You would reward that. It could start off like what I was trying to do was film a little tiny crow hop, and I rewarded the crow hop, and then when I went to film the crow hop, I got it on camera, her very first rear. So those are the steps that I took. It's kind of hard to show you guys because we've been doing it for, today is day 3 or day 4, and she's already great at it. So, wow, and not all horses learn this quick, so keep that in mind. So now, there, I'm going to put her to work a little bit. Come on. So it's just like right now, I'm correcting her because that was 2 times now. I did not ask for that rear. I am initiating the rear, yes, but I'm not asking for it. You have to correct it. So I have taken away the knee tap, day 3 now, and just going to make her work a little bit. I have taken away, she knows I'm getting ready for it. I've taken away the knee tap, and I only tap the withers now if she's not going up. So here's my cue. I bring her forward, step up, arms up. Good lady, good girl. And then she'll get 2 cookies. So the very first time that they really do a bigger rear, if they go from a crow hop or a step to a little bit higher, then I reward with 2 or 3 cookies, just so she learns it's a higher reward if you go up higher. Not all horses go up high. If you watch my videos with Skyla, she reared up with her legs straight. If you watch my videos with Rose, she was clear up and dancing around having fun, and I think that's what she's going to do. Not all horses kick and strike out, so be careful of that. Some do. You want to kind of keep a little bit of a distance in case they kick and strike out. She has a habit of walking forward. Hup. So here, there. Notice how I tap her withers and she comes back up. Good. So I'm going to stand up beside her here, give her some rope. Up. Good. That is how I taught the rear. There, she's thinking about doing it, so I'm going to back her up. Good. She's doing perfect examples right now of how I would correct her. Just back her up a couple steps. Come back. Go back and desensitize. See how she's thinking about rearing here? There. She didn't rear, so I left her alone, quit desensitizing. If she had reared, I would have backed her up and got after her. She's not directly on top of me, but if you don't want them on top of you, what you can do is try it from a distance, up. And when they rear up at a distance, reward that. If they rear up on top of you, don't reward that and send them out and make them work a little bit. They're going to start to figure out, oh, I have to be further away. So I can do it from a standstill. I can run in at her. Hup. Good. Hup. You can kind of run at her. Good. So you can see she definitely knows her cues, when to do it, when not. But that's actually the first time that I just caught on camera a few minutes ago of her rearing without me asking. So very happy to catch that on camera and show you guys how to correct that. That is going to end this how to rear video. Please take responsibility. Correct your horse when they're rearing without you asking. If she had continued after those, would she do it 2 times, 3 times? If she had continued to try to rear without me asking, I would have stopped doing the rear for the entire day and did some hard work and did something else. Kamani and I have fun with it. So anyways, that is going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope I answered any questions. If I missed any questions that you guys still have, comment them down below and I'll get to them. Bye guys.